Welcome to Let's Talk Stuff, the video where we take a notable news from stuff.io and we dig deeper into it. The latest big news is William Shatner, Captain Kirk from Star Trek, who is partnering up with stuff.io. It's not the first time you have kind of a famous name teaming up with stuff.io, so let's see how the previous ones did to try and speculate how this one will do. Let's get in. So here is the post from Josh, actually, CEO of stuff.io, like selfie with William Shatner. He talked about it in a previous space, I think, that hey, he had selfies with big stars that he wasn't allowed to share. So here it is. It is a big deal. It is a big deal. William Shatner is very popular. I feel like it's more US thing, to be honest, or different generation thing. Because as a European who didn't watch Star Trek, I'm like, hey, okay, he's a big guy, but I don't care so much personally. But I understand he's still very famous. And the best way to confirm that is just look at that 2.4 million followers. He's definitely not a random guy. And got good reactions on this post. 64 comments, a lot of likes, almost 1,000. So finally, we have a celebrity who tweets about what they do with stuff.io. The tweet is a bit cryptic. Let's say like, hey, okay, there's a secret, something going on, something under wraps. Doesn't say more than that, but at least, hey, it's out there. People can come and check Josh Twitter. They can check stuff.io account as well and get to know more. When you look at the comments, I mean, it might feel like that. Of course, Cardano peeps first. But it's nice to see a lot of enthusiasm. And I'm pretty sure I saw some people with like if in their name as well. So it might help, bridge to other communities. So, William Shatner, is it the first time that he does NFTs? No. There's a great tweet by Yure, the lead of songmarketcap.com, who explained what he did. Actually, I just stole the idea. I put that in Grok to ask the same question, like, hey, what are the collections that William Shatner did? How long did it sell out? And so on. So there are a few, starting with trading cards on Wax blockchain. This was in 2020, if I recall correctly. So before the NFT boom, actually. If we take, Bored Ape Yacht Club, April 2021 as the beginning of NFT movement, that was before, and he sold a lot of it. There were 10,000 packs sold in 9 minutes. What was the price? Yeah, it depends on the type of pack, but I think it was like crazy, like $50 or something like this. Maybe Yure has the deets. He calculated a revenue $121,000. So people wanted it. It was pre-NFT, so that's a good sign, because in Wax blockchain, what is that? And it means that people who bought, either they were crypto degens, or people, crypto degens before the NFT wave. So before 2021 bull run. Or it's people that actually, they just like the guy, they just like Star Trek and they wanted to get in, they didn't care it was on blockchain, they were ready to learn. So that's quite interesting. Yeah, July 2020, we can see here. So 9 minutes to sell out a 10K collection. So yeah, bull run flashbacks. Then there were real world asset NFTs. This is pretty cool. It's basically NFTs that match actual physical memorabilia or prop from what he did in Star Trek or Boston Legal. So yeah, here as well, I believe we don't get information if it was sold out, but at least he's someone who explores, I would say, use cases of NFTs. This was March 2021, so at the premises of the NFT wave. Then Infinite Connections. So here it was two different collections. I believe it was the Cosmic Explorer, $500 per NFT, including a signed Funko Pop action figure. So that also has value by itself. It was 2023, so bear market times. Yeah, premium phase extended over a month, so didn't sell out right away, I believe. But still, $500 for an NFT or $100 for just, NFT plus action figure on 100 NFT for just $100, sorry, for just an NFT. These are quite some big numbers. Interestingly enough, I saw that sales were conducted via williamshatnernfts.com. I believe this site is dead at the moment. Yeah, that's not working. But interesting to see that he can put his name next to NFT. And then the last thing he did is a Star Trek Continuum. Yeah, this was the first official Star Trek franchise NFTs with Shatner as a vocal champion. So here, 5,000 starships and some captain packs. Yeah, Admiral packs, 5,000 starships sold out in 5 minutes, and it was $250 each. So if you calculate that, 5,000 by 250, it's like a 1.25 million USD, I think. So wow, that in 5 minutes. in a bear market. When was it? Oh, 2022. Yeah, kind of we're coming down like 6 months after the Bitcoin all-time high. So yeah, still this guy commands a lot of influence. Definitely selling like big numbers, $121,000 there, here more than $1 million. It's really impressive, and each time he shows up as a vocal supporter of NFTs. I remember reading very quickly an interview about him when I did my research. An interview with him, and the person was asking him about this collection, this one, Infinite Connections, and he was like I don't know what NFTs are, but I want to explore, and I feel like everyone should be willing to explore, be curious, learn new things, try things out. So he looks like someone who is very open-minded and someone who pushes his own collections. So this is very optimistic for stuff.io. Question is, what will he release? Because as far as I understand, he's just one actor from the Star Trek franchise, not that he owns the IP. I believe he did write maybe some books about it. He also makes music. So for sure, there's something to... he created a lot of content that can end up as an NFT. So then question is, yeah, I would say Star Trek really has more influence than William Shatner brand. But hey, if the previous collection sold out or sold well, then I don't see why this one wouldn't. Question is, will it be Cardano? Will it be something else? Will it be base? Maybe, due to the potential volume. Time will tell, but big step up for stuff.io. To partner with someone with such fame, basically. So I think Yuri said the same. He's rather optimistic. He's always optimistic. I think it's gonna sell out fast. Yeah, curious about that. I think it depends how many units we get. I'm also wondering if it ends up being on Cardano, if some people will be like, oh, it's Cardano, it has no liquidity, I don't want to buy NFTs there. The crypto people will be like that. But in his 2.4 million followers, probably a lot of regular people will be like, hey, I can go there and buy with credit card. And then I'll have my book or video, whatever, in the app. And I can just check it out online on my browser or with the mobile app on my tablet, whatever. So I feel like maybe it's more this side that will be pulled into stuff.io. And yeah, hopefully a lot of new users. So very cool to get William Shatner here. And Josh did mention that things would accelerate during summer. It's officially summer since yesterday, so here we are. Now, what I want to do is do a retrospective of the other famous people that published with bookorstuff.io. I'm gonna start with Chuck D, rapper from Public Enemy. Also a lot of followers, 671,000. And he published his book, The Nafik Grovel Art Trilogy of Chuck D. This one was super expensive, but it came bundled with the physical book, which I'm lucky to own. It's signed, so very collectible. And it was both on Ada and on Matic in Polygon Network. That being said, it was I think 400 or 600 copies, and you can see 348 sold. So 50% for a guy that basically, sorry, let me rephrase that. 348 copies. I don't know if on OpenSea we'll see it as well. Is it that 44? Yeah, 44. So basically, well, let's round up at 400 copies for a guy that has more than 600,000 followers. So yeah, it's a very small conversion ratio, I'd say. As far as I remember, no space was done with him and no mention of this. To be fair, the book is published through Akashic Books, so maybe he was not fully aware that it was going on book.io. Maybe, for him, it's just, hey, I published a book, they're my publishers, and it's their job to get it to sell. So yeah, that was not awesome. Then we got David Duchovny, who did The Reservoir, so his own novel. I think he wrote that during the pandemic. David Duchovny, who apparently reconverted to music, and why not? Also, similar followers on Facebook as Chuck D. And I know that he pushes his book as well, like here, About Time, that was. So I guess there's a chance that it was pushed there. You can see it's also through Akashic Books. Akashic Books, more modest Facebook presence. And so The Reservoir, they had a space with David, and he really liked the idea and actually was especially interested for his band. It was probably more than a year ago. So he minted like more than 500. Yeah, it was almost like the last mint was almost a year ago exactly. So almost 500, so better than Chuck D because of the space, maybe. And what was funny during the space is that I don't remember if it was Ben or Jason who said, hey, in the book it's really cool because there is this time lapse that you did from Central Park. So basically, David Duchovny has a view on Central Park. So he made a time lapse, and the time lapse is included in the book. And this is really novel that you enrich ebooks with such media. And when they were telling him that, he was like, wow, I had no idea. So he was not the most clued in, but quite enthusiastic, and at least he did the space. So credit for that. That being said, if you have 600,000 followers and you sell 500, probably most to the book community, conversion rate, not so great. And the last one, with a lot of fame, although I didn't know her personally, it's Devyn Winkler. TikTok influencer with more than 4 million followers. She did the trampoline video, a 4.39 minute video for $8, so not cheap, where she does a quick makeup tutorial and then she jumps on a trampoline. I mean, she's very pretty, so it is, I would say, delightful to watch, but in terms of content, it's just so, I don't care about a makeup tutorial, and okay, she's jumping on the trampoline, it's nothing crazy. But I appreciate that, she tried something new, and so $8 there. She sold 116 copies. Probably she makes half because it's like 70%, and I guess fanday.io, they take their money as well. So let's say she made half, so $400 for jumping on a trampoline. Compared to how many views you need on TikTok, on Instagram, or wherever, it's a pretty good deal. Now, I don't recall if she talked about it on her TikTok page. I think she did a post on Instagram, but again, not a lot of conversion in there. So I think that's what I want to end up with, is that we had basically 3 people with commendable fame, from 600,000 followers to here 4 million. And honestly, the numbers are not what you would expect. And what I suspect is that it's mostly the Stuff community that was buying those NFTs. So, one might think that, William Shatner, will it be different? It's anyone's guess. I'm more optimistic, as I said, because he already did NFTs, he already sold out, he's more vocal about it, he already did a first tweet about it, so we can expect more. People talking, then it's on us, the OG community, to go in there and educate people. Who knows if people say, hey, it's a scam, I don't understand. So here, we can step up. There's a real opportunity to get new users. I mean, I don't expect them to come on Discord or something like this, but at least to become Stuff.io customers. And who knows if they will find something else that piques their interest. So I think this is big, and it can really serve as kind of an advanced proof of concept for other celebrities, actors who, let's say, are not active professionally anymore, but maybe want to use the nostalgia aspect to make more money. So I think it's important it goes well. No date, but hopefully won't be too long. All right, so that's it. I wanted to talk about famous people and memes, but I do have some stuff bookmarked that we can quickly go over. So NFT NYC. So Bored Apes are coming on Stuff.io. I'm actually one Bored Ape. It's one guy owning one ape. He has the rights to the IP, as every Bored Ape owner. And he makes a mockumentary with it. Mockumentary will be on Stuff.io. And I do recall Ben took a selfie, I think, with one of the guys from maybe Yuga Labs or ex-Bored Ape, not sure. So now it all makes sense. Will we get Ethereum people? Let's see. If it's on base, possible. Ethereum, yeah. No, they were working on their Ethereum mint contract and revamping everything. So hopefully, it was in preparation of that. NFT NYC is quite a big event. So good for Stuff.io to bridge again with the EVM world. So yeah, we'll see how that goes out. Then we got news from Charles that that his book about his ranch is almost done. It will be on book.io. Will it be purchasable with Charles token? I don't know. But Charles token you can use in Bison Valley Ranch, an exclusive release for Charles token holders. So Rare Evo, we will know more. And I will pause here and make it bigger. You see on top? No, you don't see because it's cropped. So hopefully you can see it here. It's written balance 0 Charles tokens, jackpot 0 Charles tokens. So is it like a game and you can earn Charles tokens? Do you need to use them to play? Like, at an arcade and you put your coins to play the game? So let's see, but hey, cool. And more than that, he said that, so we have a NES game coming up. Yep, so that's it. And we're going to talk to Stuff.io about creating a marketplace for homebrew NES games. Video games, huge market where Stuff could disrupt everything. Everyone is tired of buying digital games that, after a while you lose access. Or when you buy a new console, you cannot port it over, things like that. So a lot of potential. I remember them saying very early that they're not interested because it's super complicated with IPs. So maybe they will not do it in a, I would say, retail level, like no PlayStation, Switch, and so on, but maybe in this kind of niche market of indie games, starting with those NES homebrews. So that would be pretty cool. And then I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, still some stuff burnt. I want to retrieve the stuff tour. So I think Josh posted it sometime. I hope it won't be too long to get. But there's Rare Evo coming up in August, early August, and they said it will be like a mini stuff con, and they will sponsor and like a happy hour. They're one of the main sponsors there, so we can expect a lot of things there. But look, things are happening already that we didn't really hear about. Digital Entertainment World, produced by Conference, US Book Show, where they sponsored something, Tribeca Film Festival, Indie Week, so this is music, you can see the pictogram there, Oak Cliff Film Festival Dallas, so this is coming up next week, they're sponsoring, Romance Authors and Readers in London, early July, big genre romance, and then Rare Evo in August, and then stuff later this year. So we're getting already halfway there, and in terms of repercussions, not so sure. I think there was the AI book, AI for Dummies book, that got a few new 100 users, most likely, so that was cool. But the rest, I guess they had a lot of conversations, and maybe a lot of stuff is behind the scenes, getting prepared, new releases. But for now, we are still to see a full impact of, full repercussions of the attendance or sponsoring of those events. That being said, Rare Evo, 1 month and a half, this should be big. So let's look forward to that. All right. Well, that's it for this Let's Talk Stuff episode 1. I hope you enjoyed it. Well, thank you, as always, for watching, for the support, and I'll see you next time. Take care.